Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. So the gold to silver ratio is falling as silver outpaces gold. This is really good news for the silver investors and the people that love and see the undervalued potential that silver has. I'm going to be going over the numbers, the statistics. Recently, we all know that silver is much more undervalued than gold and has a lot more potential to be, rising in price. And the gold to silver ratio is a perfect indicator to also see where precious metals are headed in the near future. So if you do want to check out this article, the link will be in the description. It was posted today, so it's fresh off the press. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to smash the like button. So anyways, let's jump into it. So the price of gold sits between the range of $1,486 and $1,501, but bears in control. The gold and silver ratio recently made a 50% Fibonacci retracement of the summer 2016 lows to 2019 highs. The price of gold has continued to decline from the risk-off fueled rallies, which came on the back of the heightened trade risks and various geopolitical disturbances, which have shaken markets to their core during the summer period. Today, the price of gold sits between the range of $1,486 and $1,501, down 0.42% on the day so far. Silver, which had been making a sound comeback, playing catch up with its sister metal, gold, is managing to attract a bid, currently 0.78% on the day. So far, it has traveled from a low of $17.78 to a high of $18.17. The gold to silver ratio is subsequently down negative 1.6% and has fallen from a high of 83.64 to a low of 82.31. So that's really good for the gold to silver ratio. We saw a couple months ago, we saw it as high as 95 to 1, meaning it takes 95 ounces of silver to equal or amount to 1 ounce of gold. Historically, it should be around 40, 50 to 1, so we still have a lot of work to do, but it's definitely better than 95 to 1. When I got into it, it was about the 75 to 1 range, so I'm kind of used to those lower, more normalized ratios, but this is still something that's very good news for precious metals in general, because it comes out of the ground roughly 9 to 1. And seeing how gold really isn't that much rarer than silver, this is definitely something that's healthy for the precious metals market. But anyways, the ratio recently made a 50% Fibonacci retracement of the summer 2016 lows to 2019 highs, with the bias in favor of further downside on a break below the 200-week moving average located in close proximity. So gold is en route to $1,480, with risk appetite surging. Gold looks to consolidate just below $1,500 an ounce, with key central bank decisions on the horizon this week and next, analysts at TD Securities said. Given the skewed positioning and recent break of the $1,500 an ounce level, we would not be surprised to see the yellow metal trend toward $1,480 or slightly lower from here. So they're saying that there could be a slight correction happening, a slight dip, but do not panic when this stuff happens. Do not panic sell. That's the worst thing to do. Understand the markets move up and down, especially for something like this right now with a lot of stuff going on. But, as long as it's slowly appreciating over time, then you have nothing to worry about, especially with precious metals that have intrinsic value. But anyways, let's keep going. So the recent moves in the risks market have seen traders pare back their expectations of the Fed rate cuts, which suggests that any additional downside from here should be temporary and represent a buying opportunity given the underlying economic weakness and dovish central bank tilt remains, which I just mentioned, and also I made a video a couple days ago really going in detail about. This is just an opportunity. Actually, I made the video yesterday. It was talking about the video is actually titled "Now is the perfect time to buy silver." If you guys want to go check that out. But right now, it is the perfect time to get your precious metals for a nice, decent price, as we just saw $19.48 silver earlier this week or last week is down to $18. So it's a perfect opportunity to buy your precious metals for cheap one last time before it starts to rally again. Same goes with gold. Don't look at this from a panic-like mind state, panic selling, making sure that you're losing your funds. That's a perfect way to guarantee that you have lost money in the market, especially for all the people that bought silver when it was at its peak at $19.48, then selling at $18 would be silly. You don't want to buy high, sell low. You want to buy low, sell high. So make sure that you can capitalize on these positions right now, also lowering your dollar per cost average. So Anyways, the price is still heavy while below the 21-day moving average of the 23.6%. We're talking about gold, by the way. The 5-0 retracement of July lows to recent swing highs, as well as a 1500 handle. Bears can approach the 1478 as the 13th of August volatility spike low, which guards the 19th of July swing highs of $1,452. Bulls will need to get back to the 1550 level, which then guards prospects from 1590 with 127.2% 5-0 target area. So now let's talk about silver. A lot of us are more interested in the silver world, as you know, we are silver stackers. Obviously, keeping a good note and a good eye on all precious metals, all investments at that. You know, keeping a good eye on cryptocurrency, stocks, real estate they're all intertwined. You know, stock market volatility drove people to precious metals. Cryptocurrency was backed by a lot of gold, and silver also played a huge part in the precious metals world. So even though we are mainly focused on silver, we do need to still keep a watchful eye, understand, be aware of what's going on other aspects and all other investments. As an investor, especially as my job in informing you guys on what's going on, we do need to still be understanding what's happening to these other areas and what's going on behind the scenes, because it can highly influence what precious metals would be doing. So you can also a lot of times get key indicators on where precious metals are headed if you are aware of these other markets. But anyways, silver levels. Bears are taking the 21-day moving average still, but the bullish pin bar is keeping bullish prospects alive. However, failure to advance beyond $18.80 will likely leave the door open for bears to jump in and force out a downside play to the $17.50 range, being a 50% 5-0 of 2016 highs to recent swing lows. So that is the article. I wanted to share that with you guys because it's definitely very important to understand what the gold to silver ratio means. Also, in terms of silver and gold's price in the near future, this is a key fundamental ratio to predict, or I guess make an educated guess on where precious metals are headed. If you're ever looking at, or if you ever want to see where gold and silver are heading, look at the gold to silver ratio. Usually, if the ratio is lowering back down, this means that silver is either appreciating or gold is depreciating. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of both, so the ratio is closing in fairly fast. Silver is outpacing gold right now as gold is downsiding a little bit. So the ratio is closing in a lot faster than normal. Usually it drops pretty slow, but right now this is definitely the fastest I've seen it in a while. Like I just said earlier, it was 95 to 1 only a couple months ago, which is extremely high. I've made videos covering that when the ratio is 95 to 1, talking about silver has to make a comeback soon because this is too out of whack. Something is going to change. And silver, obviously, now we're seeing the concept. We're seeing the answers. We're finally seeing what led to that. So I don't want to say I told you so, because all of you guys obviously know this as well. A lot of you guys are, just as informed, if not more informed than I am, and you guys all are seeing what's leading up to everything that's been happening over the last several months. Silver stackers, I don't want to say have the last laugh, but it definitely is interesting to see how we're almost always right, or we're always on the correct path in terms of our decision making, our investing opportunities and our options and our choices that we make in the financial world. Precious metals you can barely ever go wrong with because there's so much right for it, and there's so many factors at play that are fueling silver, and it's the perfect storm for precious metals right now. Like I said, don't be fearing these lower prices. I made a video talking about when silver was at its peak a couple of weeks ago, that there would be a correction happening, and if there is a correction happening, do not panic sell. All it means is it's a better opportunity for you to be purchasing your precious metals for cheaper one last time as it as it recovers. So make sure you are not one of those people that have a lot of emotional attachment making irrational decisions. That's one of the worst things you can do as an investor, is put too much emotional attachment on your asset and make irrational choices. That's a guaranteed way to lose money. Lower your dollar per cost average. Take advantage of the prices right now. Now, for the people that use the gold to silver ratio to their advantage to earn free gold or silver, this is also a perfect opportunity. As the ratio is 95 to 1, you could have either been trading your silver for gold or vice versa. And now with the ratio 82 to 1, you could trade it back, either earning yourself free gold or free silver. If you want to know how to do that, I've made videos in the past talking about it. You'll just have to scroll back through some of my videos. I think I made one a couple months ago, but it's basically you can either earn free gold or free silver by just switching, by trading your silver or gold bullion, obviously, at certain times using the ratio, waiting it for the ratio to lower and then trading it back. So basically, you took advantage of the prices being equivalent to some extent and then selling at that. So it's a great way to do. A lot of people do use the gold to silver ratio, earning themselves, free gold or silver. But I do recommend using bullion, and I recommend doing this in coin shops so you can avoid paying the shipping fees, the PayPal fees, the eBay fees, because that will basically be ruining all of your profits anyways. But I do want to wrap this video up here. Like I said, the link will be in the description if you want to check it out. Usually I try to highlight all the main parts of these articles. This one was fairly short, so I did cover all of it, but also did make a video earlier today talking about the 24 trillion reasons you should own silver. I know you guys will enjoy that as well. Really interesting article. I definitely recommend that video. One of the most interesting videos I've made in a while, talking about our fiat currency, what happened during the gold standard, also why our money is being pumped out in a system of worthless dollars, and where precious metals played a part in that. It's a really interesting video. It goes back to the history of our money, how our money was once, backed by silver with gold and silver certificates. It's a really interesting video. I know you guys will enjoy that. The link will be up in the top left-hand corner right there. So if you do want to check it out, make sure to do that. Anyways, though, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. This was Silver Slayer. I post daily videos. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.